And let me know when you have entered the wolf den. Drop the wolf emoji in the comments for me, guys, below. All right. We are live at 11 a.m. And if you're here, you already felt it. That shift that's in your chest and that pull inside saying, I need something different today. And before we even say a single word about money, about growth, about discipline, about Vegas, about receipts, put your hand right here and tap your chest 3 times intentional. 1, 2, 3. System online. That's your system online. Drop a lightning bolt emoji if you felt that click in your body. Now take a deep breath. Not a cute yoga one that actually resets your nervous system. Because this live is going to feel like a roller coaster. And I want your system ready for the climb. So let me set the scene. Imagine you're strapped into the front cart, not the back where passengers hide, and not the middle where people pretend to be brave. Not there. Not there. Front row seat. The track starts pulling you up. Click, click, click. And that noise that you hear, that's not fear. That's preparation. And I want you to hear this the way only people who have really lived hear it. You don't need more motivation. You need momentum. You need that slow climb that forces your focus forward. And you need that moment where you can see the entire track stretching out in front of you. And that's what this live is. It's your climb. Now, I haven't always had this presence or this clarity and this voice that fills a room without trying. I earned it in Vegas. That's right. Sin City. Many of you have been to Sin City. Many of y'all have been tourists in Sin City. I used to live in Las Vegas. I must tell you about that journey. I earned it in Vegas, not in the clubs, but in the daytime Vegas most people never talk about. The Vegas with the bright sun on the pavement and the kind that reflects off buildings and hits your eyes like a spotlight. And the kind of Vegas where people think they're invisible because they're not in a casino. But trust me, they are never invisible. You learn a lot about people when they think nobody's watching. And let me tell you something. I used to drive limos for Beltrans. Yeah, real Vegas runs. Airport pickups, corporate pickups, the strip, the back entrances, the side doors of hotels people only use when they don't want to be seen. I saw everything. I saw people step into the back seat acting like they were the main character. I saw people shrinking to themselves like they wanted the leather to swallow them whole. And I saw money talk without a single word spoken. And I saw silence that told entire stories. You know what that has taught me? Presence is currency. Observation is advantage. Stillness is power. Because while everyone else runs their mouth, the person who sits back and watches, is the one holding the actual playbook. Mark Coleman, the Hammer, energy. Yeah, we're bringing that in today. Because when I tell you this man told me, come here, I got you, and snapped a picture that held presence, protection, and confidence all in one shot. That wasn't random. That was a moment of clarity. A moment that said, some people don't just enter a room, they stabilize it. And that's what we're doing here. You're stabilizing your system. Drop the whoop of emoji if you feel your system locking it in right now. I don't care if you're in your pajamas, at your desk, in the car, whatever. Presence is not an outfit. Presence is a frequency. So let's get back to the climb. This roller coaster live is going to take you up slowly, intentionally, because this is the part of the ride where doubt tries to talk. And this is the part where the passengers say things like, maybe I shouldn't start this business. Maybe I shouldn't send that email. Maybe I shouldn't raise my prices. Maybe someone else is ahead of me. Passengers let the climb intimidate them. And builders use the climb to breathe. And right now, you're breathing in discipline. You're breathing in clarity. You're breathing in strategy. And you're breathing in the vault work. And you're breathing in season 3 energy. And you're breathing in the neon income AI fire. And this is the top of the climb. And I want you to feel every second of it. Because once we crest this hill, the stomach drop begins. Tap your chest one more time. 3 taps to confirm that you're strapped in. System online. System online. System online. Let's go higher, guys. Let's take it up. Let's go. You know that moment on a roller coaster? The one where the cart hesitates at the top? Just a microsecond of silence? That's where we are right now. That silence is your decision. Not a life decision, not a personal decision, a money decision, a brand decision, a receipts decision, and then the drop. And here it comes. Are you ready? Your life isn't overwhelming. Your life is telling you to accelerate. And that feeling most people run from, that moment where your stomach jumps into your throat, that sensation that feels like the world is tilting, this is the exact chemical cocktail your brain releases when you are leveling up, taking action, building something real, entering mastery, stepping into visibility, raising your standards, demanding payment, and moving into leadership. Welcome in, YouTube. But since nobody ever taught you what growth actually feels like in your body, you've been mislabeling expansion as chaos. And this live fixes that. Growth feels like the drop. Momentum feels like gravity, grabbing you by the ribs. Money flow feels like velocity. And passengers scream, builders breathe, and creators lean forward. And let me tell you why my presence hits differently online. And why yours will once your system and your standards and what's happening. See, when I drove limo out in Vegas, I had clients who are worth millions. And you know what I learned sitting behind that wheel? People who take money don't panic during the drop. They expect it. They use it. And then they monetize it. And hear this. Your drop is your data. It tells you where to go harder. It tells you where to double down. And it tells you where to refine. And it tells you where to observe. And it tells you where to pivot. And this is Mark Coleman energy that ties in again. Strength without noise. Confidence without arrogance. And presence without bragging. Observation without hesitation. Vegas taught me this. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful. And the calmest person usually is. And calm is not passive. Calm is controlled velocity. Drop a lightning bolt emoji if you guys feel that. Now, let's talk about money. Most people lose money because they flinch at the drop. They interpret acceleration as danger. They don't trust the momentum. And they stop right before the momentum turns profitable. Let me take you inside your own psychology. When you start sending emails, when you raise your rates, when you post more content, when you go live consistently, when you launch a product, your system says, this is new, this is fast, this is too different. So what does your body do? It releases adrenaline, cortisol, electricity, the same feelings you get right before the roller coaster drops. But adrenaline isn't fear, it's activation. And cortisol isn't danger, it's efficiency. And electricity isn't panic, it's focus. And most people misinterpret signals because nobody taught them how to read their own systems. But you're not most people. Look at your receipts. You built season 1 and season 2. You built the vault. You built a compliance lane at 2750 diagnostics. You're building season 3 cinematic discipline, dropping shorts with velocity, building neon income AI aesthetic, and building a publishing system for my own voice. And I'm going live with intention. That's not chaos. That's called expansion. So tap your chest 3 times again. Say it. System online. System online. System online. Now, let's ride this drop all the way to the bottom. Here comes my favorite part of the roller coaster, the free fall that snaps you into new gear. And this is where velocity becomes power. This is where discipline becomes profit. And this is where presence becomes income. Velocity isn't about speed. Velocity is about direction. Let me give you all the formula and the high output that creators use. The very same one that I use. So let's break that down. Number 1, consistency. Consistency is your emails, your lives, your shorts, your drops in the vault, your workflows, and your discipline. And every time you show up, you increase your consistency score. Direction. Direction is your brand identity, your voice, your platform strategy, your target clients, your pricing, your season 3 aesthetic. And when you know where you're going, your direction score literally goes up. Friction. Friction is anything that slows your system. Anything. Relationships, outside influences, all of it matters. Don't allow people or drama or emotions to influence you. Friction equals lack of clarity, lack of system, and lack of strategy. You lower friction through structure, not through feelings. Drop the lightning bolt if you're with me. Let's talk about how you actually print receipts. The money framework. Here's the cleanest money model that you can run. Number 1, visibility. Number 2, proof. Number 3, offer. And number 4, access. And guess what? We already have all 4. Visibility, lives, shorts, podcast, YouTube. Proof, my seasons, the vault, my compliance prices, and my branding. The offer, the diagnostics, the consulting, the membership, the content, and the access, email, DMs, and my site. That's a functioning money system. Most creators fall apart because they only have one or two of the 4. And I have all 4. And right now we're increasing the velocity. So if you guys are here with me today, let's get some interaction from you guys. I know I've been speaking for a minute, but I'm going to give you guys a second to open up some of these comments. And if you have any questions you want to ask me, feel free to drop them below. Or if you just want to say hi. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing great out there. I wonder how everybody is doing. Let me know in the comments below. But we have Sure, my and Jonathan, Crystal, got a few people over on YouTube. Neon Income AI in the house. And TikTok up in the house. This is architecture and it is design and it is presence. And I just, want to say that the end of the roller coaster, the part after the drop and after the loops, after the speed, and when the cart slows down and you get ready for that moment of clarity, that's where we are now, the glide. So let me tell you why the glide matters. It's not about hype. It's about integration. This is where your brain downloads everything that we covered. Clarity, discipline, system building, observation, presence, monetization, brand identity, momentum, receipts, execution, velocity, power, leadership. And this is where I'll tell you all the truth. You're not building a brand. You're building a legacy. You're not posting content, building infrastructure. You're not chasing views, building authority. You're not trying to get followers. You're gathering a community. You're not figuring things out. You're designing the system. Just like Vegas, the billboard lights, the limo rides, the polished casino floors, none of that is accidental. It's engineered. This is architecture, and this is design, and this is presence. You guys are becoming somebody that builds. Become your own architect. Drop the wolf emoji if you guys feel that shit. Because I'm not here to motivate you guys. I'm here to wake you up. Encrypted no more.